Hi everybody, Jennifer Gilman here. I am a gold rank wellness advocate with doTERRA, and I wanted to talk today about the importance of connecting with your team. Often we find ourselves kind of struggling in our doTERRA business, and maybe we start to pull back because maybe we start seeing others rank advancing, having enrollments every month, and you're not rank advancing, and you're kind of stuck. So what ends up happening? Well, we do what everyone does. We pull back. Anytime there's any struggle in life, we tend to retreat. We tend to pull back to our own space, stay at home a little bit more, not connect with friends as often. That's exactly what happens in your doTERRA business. So it is, I guess, human nature, but I encourage you to break that cycle, because when you do, it's going to bring so much joy. So now, the next time you're struggling, instead of retreating, show up, move forward, and get connected with your team. And you'll see what I mean, the power of this. And many of you have gone through this, I'm sure of it. So definitely comment, in the post to see, how this has affected you when you pulled back versus moving forward and showing up at our team events, whether it be for oil education or for business. It doesn't matter what way you show up. And I'm curious to see what your story is, because mine has absolutely been, as I continue to connect, it just brings me joy. It brings inspiration. It brings just this vitality for my business and wanting to always keep moving forward, especially when we struggle. And we all do. If you haven't yet, you're probably not telling me the truth. Because we struggle out of the gate. As soon as day one we start the business, as soon as we get our first no, as soon as we get our first no-show class, as soon as we get our first person that we sampled and they're not interested in enrolling right then and there. So it continues to happen, but we've got to keep putting ourselves out there. Otherwise, we won't have successes, right? But I want you to have the support along the way. And a lot of people don't realize the value of this until they actually do it. When they start showing up when they feel like crap. Let's be real. There's times you just don't want to be around others because you're not feeling good about yourself, your business, or maybe major things are going on in your life. But you know what can turn you around? Just a simple hug from somebody. Or maybe a certain person just asks you a question that lifts you up and gives you hope. Or maybe you're listening to somebody present and they just say that one thing that gives you the inspiration and it connects with you. And it doesn't matter who it is. It could be anybody that randomly gives you the message you need to hear at that moment to get you out of your funk. But if you don't show up, it's not going to happen. So you've got to show up. Don't retreat, show up. So I hope you see the importance of this. It works. It really works. Now, we talked about why this is important, connecting with your team. Now let me tell you about how. How do you do this, okay? You're working a zillion hours a week for your current job, and you've got family, and you've got other obligations, and you keep saying, I don't have time, I don't have time, I do not have time, Jen. It's an excuse. You can tell me that all day long. It's an excuse for you. You choose to do what you want with your time. Do you agree? You choose every moment of what you're doing through the day. Maybe you don't like your choices, but you do have a choice. So you can choose to get connected. And at the very minimum, I would want you to connect with our community, our team, once a month. That's not so bad, right? Once a month. If we break it down in small pieces, it gives us a starting point. And that is the minimum. If you're doing it every other month, it's not enough. I'm sorry. It just isn't enough. You've got to connect once a month, at least once a month with your team. Now you can do it virtually. Absolutely. That's why we've spent so much time on being able to give virtual opportunities for you to connect. So you've got the Connect and Grow meetup via Zoom. That happens once a month on a Monday at 8 p.m. Okay? You can watch the recording and still feel connected because you'll see us, right? When you watch the recording. I'd rather you be on it, because then you get to have a voice in that and you can actually ask questions and feel a little bit more of a connection. But if it's watching the recording and it makes you feel connected, then that's great. So I think the next one's like September 25th, but it's on a Monday at 8 p.m. and it's on our team calendar. All of this is on our team calendar. But another way to connect is Elaine Huppridge does every Sunday at 9 p.m. for 20 minutes. So don't tell me you don't have time. 20 minutes and you get to see Elaine. Elaine is such an amazing speaker. Every time I'm around her, I'm uplifted with the words that she has to share. And she always shares from her heart, right? You can feel the love coming through her voice. So 20 minutes on a Sunday at 9. That's another way to connect with our team. You can also set up just a call with your upline mentor, with a crossline friend, with me, with anybody, and just say, I just need to talk to you. And you get on that call, and it'd be great to do it via Zoom because then you can see each other. There's something about seeing each other that really helps that much more. So I like Zoom a lot, or you can use Skype, whatever your preferred method is. So those are just a few ways you can connect virtually. All right. In person, if you're in the St. Pete, Tampa area, there is a ton of options. I've got a Tuesday class every Tuesday at 10:30 a.m. at my home. I've got a once a month class, and it just so happens tonight there is one in the evening. So once a month in the evening at 6:30 p.m. I have a class in my home. Did you know that? I do. So tonight, Elena Hall is going to be teaching aroma prana technique, and that's all about using the oils with breath work and mudras to really help de-stress and also attract certain things in your life. So she'll teach you different mudras based on what you would like to bring into your life. So trust me, at the end of the hour, it starts at 6:30 p.m. tonight. At the end of the hour, you're going to feel amazing. So I hope that you join us. But again, it's like this food for your soul, connecting with our community. And then there's, different classes all around the area. Just check the team calendar. There's doTERRA corporate events after the convention, September 6th through 9. Make sure you're looking at doTERRA.com. Under Wellness Advocates, there's a section called Events. Take a look at any upcoming post-convention tours, regional summits, wellness summits that are happening in your area, and get connected. So there's no excuse. If you're giving yourself excuses, it's time for a mindset shift. And say to yourself, I choose to do this. I choose to do that. And stop telling yourself the excuses, because you don't want to live in that vibration. That's such a low vibration of energy. You're done with that. You're better than that. And trust me, I've worked hard on this. So this has been very difficult for me throughout the years, trying to raise my vibration and live in a zone of good thoughts, self-talk that's healthy. And that's hard, isn't it? It's so hard sometimes. But get connected with your community, because we can lift you up when you're feeling down. Now, the last thing I want to leave you with is use cedar wood. All right, cedar wood is the oil of community. Did you know that? So take a little out, smell it, take a few deep breaths, put it on the back of your neck, put it on the soles of your feet. And I'm going to read you just a little passage of Emotions and Essential Oils. This is coming from that book. And it says, cedarwood, the oil of community. Cedarwood supports individuals in seeing that they are not alone. Life is a shared experience. Cedarwood also assists in opening the awareness of individuals to support the system that is already available to them, such as friends or family that have been overlooked. It invites individuals to give and receive, so they may experience the strengths of groups and joy of relationships. So I encourage you to use that, get connected with the community, and I hope this helped you a lot. Have a great day.